Hello, everybody. Welcome to my house. Today, we're going to talk about what I strongly believe. And I believe that nowadays, unmarried couples should live together these days instead of getting married and then divorcing a couple of years later. And I'm gonna start with a work from Jennifer Baker, who has a Ph.D. on psychology. You will see the link on the video later because I'm gonna put it there. Well, and according to her, she made a question: is marriage a distraction from the good life? She answered this question using the words of Epictetus, making a comparison between the Roman era in, until these days. Epictetus was a student of Musonius, who was a philosopher, and Epictetus always saw his spouse as a friend. Epictetus always worried about marriage. You can see, you can check more information that on her job, on Jennifer Baker's job. I strongly believe that it's not necessary to get married to be happy. And Jennifer refers to marriage that is not needed to be happy because you just need a partner, a couple, a friend to be happy with. Like when she said, marriage brings about all sorts of duties that one will not otherwise be born with. Even in childless marriages, there is the checking in and the constant emotional attention the person's needs. So basically, in my opinion, people just get married for these five following reasons. Number one, to avoid being alone, because they don't want to die alone. And I certainly agree, but it is not necessarily for you to be with someone the entire life. The second reason is to legitimize sex, because they think that when you get married, you have all the rights for you to have sex every day, but that is not basically true. The third reason is to fix the other person. And by fixing, I mean that everybody is saying that if a person is having a bad behavior, as soon as they get married, maybe the person might change. But that is totally untrue. That person will remain the same. Number four, because it is the next logical thing. Because most of the people think that when they have a relationship with someone, well, after a little while, they have to get married because that is the next step. But that is not necessarily true. Because the next thing it can be, well, they both can have a job, a house, and more things instead of getting married. That it can be. Besides all of that. And finally, last but not least, to escape the family origin, because I think in this country most of the girls would like to get married just to escape from their houses. And I totally agree on those reasons that are the most common. Like in 5 Reasons Not to Marry the One You Love by Mary Hartwell Walker, who has another PhD on psychology, and you will see the link for you to check her her work later. I honestly feel that for us to get married, you have to fulfill several questions that couple may have to be happy, and to get married that is not necessarily to fulfill if you don't get married, like in love, that last 11 question to ask before marriage. That is another work by Donald A. Cadogan, who has another PhD in psychology and families, and you will see the link so you can check it out later. But in conclusion, as far as I'm concerned, the problem it is not the word necessary, because as we have seen since the Roman Empire until now, humans have always looked for a couple more like a friend, a companion, a partner than an spouse, than a slave. Frankly, I doubt if it is necessary to get married to have a partner. But basically, you, you just don't need to get married to be happy. Thank you again. You will see all the comments later.